This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, DJ Drama reveals that young Jeezy was the first person to pay him for a mixtape. Jeezy, I think that was it was Street Dreams, right, or something like that. Anyways, it was the first one before he had an album out, and you know, Drama around that time was getting started as like a mixtape DJ with like, you know, like the Clues, Case Lays, and everything else like that. And the Jeezy tapes were legendary in the beginning. I mean, this is how a lot of people found out about Jeezy, and he used to come by a show. It's kind of like similar up to in New York, where like people would go to Clue's house and Envy's house. Jeezy would go to Envy's house for show CDs and stuff, and you know they just, what was it? The Streets is watching Gangsta Grill. So it was the first one, 2004, and this was the beginning of Jeezy. This was pre Trap or Die, he says. So that's Trap or Die was the big one that everybody listened to. But you know, we kind of knew that, but it was just like the first person to pay. I mean, that's like big for your career. And Jeezy was the one to set that off. We had Irv Gotti. He did an interview about DMX and losing DMX. He said, you know, DMX had a lot of pain, and the only thing that comforts him right now is that DMX isn't in pain anymore. And then he reflects on, you know, DMX and him saving Def Jam, because Def Jam was in a bad place when they went over there. You know, the sales that DMX brought in was unlike anybody, Jay-Z, anybody. He was the guy, you know. He was selling 5-6 million each time. In 1 year, he sold, you know, 12 million. You know, it's like, that's a lot. And he also talked about that there was almost, you know, we already knew that there was almost a group between Jay-Z, Ja Rule, DMX. Just never materialized. But, you know, he said that stuff was, that group was amazing because it was like they were battling each other every time. So they were pushing each other to get the best material out of each other. And it resulted in some of the best records you've ever heard from these guys, like Murdergram and stuff like that. Yeah, it was nice, man. It's nice to hear Irv Gotti talk about it, because Irv Gotti was one of the closest people to him, along, you know, of course, with Rough Riders and everything. But, you know, Irv Gotti brought him to Def Jam. Yeah, we might not even know who DMX was if it wasn't for Irv Gotti. Lil Snupe's dad comes out of jail. Of course, we lost Lil Snupe a long time ago. This was one of Meek Mill's proteges. And he had a lot to say about Meek Mill not, you know, watching his son be buried and giving him a headstone. He did have a big plot. It looked nice. I guess he wanted him to have a headstone, and then he's talking about Jay-Z, and I don't know, man. You know, it's like, that's tough, because Lil Snupe was under Meek Mill, but does that make you responsible for everything when Meek Mill had nothing to do with the way he passed, you know? That's hard. It's tough. It's tough to lose a sibling, and I understand his father wanting to put some blame on somebody, and call some people out. But yeah. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that. Why? I know you say, why did he talk about Jay-Z? It's because Meek Mill and Jay-Z are affiliated now, and that just, you know, I guess that roped him into the whole thing. But anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys next one. Join the channel, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys so much. Peace.